Hey guys, this is Dennis, the founder of Think Hero.
And I'm David Griffin, your resident comic book and video game guru.
And this is our review on the Gotham trailer.
Yeah, it's a lot of buzz.
The new TV show that's coming out on Fox that is basically, it's really about Commissioner Gordon. Mm-hmm. But obviously we were going to have some Bruce Wayne, a young Bruce Wayne.
Gotta have that scene when he gets shot.
Some young villains.
Yeah. When the parents get killed.
I really liked the trailer. I liked the tone of it. I thought it looked good. Like, you know, we've been hearing about this show for a little while, but I was kind of on the fence because I'm like, well, is this going to be actually like kind of dark like the movies, the Nolan trilogy, or is this going to be something lighthearted, almost CW-ish?
It looks like a combination of Nolan and Tim Burton. Like they kept it looks dark like Nolan, but they kept that noir kind of look, like Bullock, like in his brown coat, and you know, it just looked like that kind of dark, but like kind of like the Tim Burton, especially the first Batman Tim Burton movie, and it looks good. You know, it's just, I mean, it's funny because you have like, oh, it's like before Catwoman. I'm like, there's this like little girl, Poison Ivy. She's like this little weird girl, like with all these like, you know, plants around her. It's just, I mean, it's gonna be like, it looks good. It does look good. My concerns, I know you and I talked about this already. The team that's behind it, from CSI and The Mentalist, very successful shows, huge shows, some of the biggest shows on television. I just don't want this to be a cop procedural. Not saying it will. I hope it's not.
I hope it's not. But you have to remember, Brunner Heller, who's show running the show, he also did Rome, which was a fantastic series. I mean, the second season wasn't as good as the first season, but that's not his fault. It was they tried to condense they tried to condense three seasons into one. So I have faith. You know, I'm not worried about the whole Mentalist thing because I feel like he probably signed on for that, knowing what he was supposed to do. He delivered what they wanted. They wanted a procedural. They gave him a procedural. This probably will have some of that.
Sure.
But hopefully, you know, with Commissioner Gordon, they'll make a bigger storyline with that. And I like the casting of Ben McKenzie. Most people know him from the OC or Southland. He looks like a young Russell Crowe.
He looks good, yeah.
And it reminds me of one of my favorite movies, L.A. Confidential. Russell Crowe, he played the cop, Bud White. Right. And Ben McKenzie, he looks like he's kind of bringing a little of that to this role. Yeah,
it looks good. I love Donald Logue.
So do I.
He was in Sons of Anarchy previous season for the whole year. He's been in Vikings for a season and a half of Vikings. So I mean, it's the first time I've actually seen him without the full beard, so he looks different. But no, it's nice seeing him.
He was in Terriers.
Terriers, yep, FX. Jada Pinkett looks good. I believe she's playing Penguin's. Like, I think she's the big boss.
Yeah.
I think she's like the head boss over.
It's a new created character just for this show.
Which is cool. I like Jada Pinkett. I've always, you know, enjoyed her and what she's in. I think she's done a solid job. So it's nice to see her back doing some things. You know, again, I love that Fox, of all the studios, besides CW does a lot of geek stuff. They take chances with this genre stuff more than NBC, more than ABC, I think. But I just hope they don't mess with the formula. I mean, everybody always gets on Fox, like Fox blew, they messed up Firefly, or, you know, they screwed up
Almost Human.
Almost Human.
They almost screwed up Fringe.
They almost screwed up Fringe because they release episodes out of order. I hope they just let this show just do its thing, whether it fails or not. Just let it go. Just let it do its thing.
I think they will, just because of the name, because it is based on the Batman franchise. It's Gotham. They didn't do a pilot thing. They ordered
series,
they went straight to series. 13 episodes. It's going to air in, I think, the fall, probably September, October. So hopefully they'll get. I'm pretty sure they'll probably like show the pilot off at Comic-Con.
Oh, they'll show it at Comic-Con for sure. Yeah.
And get that buzz going. Get people on that, and hopefully, if you make a story that has a big long story arc, you can't show them out of order. That's the thing.
No.
So like Almost Human, because it was like very episodic, they were able to move it around. And but if they make it so like, okay, this episode leads into this one and this one and this one, then they can't do that.
Yeah, I hope they don't. I mean, they didn't do it with Sleepy Hollow, which is one of my favorite shows of this past fall. And that's going to be a great lineup. If they, premiere Sleepy Hollow and Gotham on Fox, like within that near time period, that'd be a great hour of just really good or 2 hours of television. They'll probably separate the nights, but that's going to be a couple good shows coming in. It'll be interesting to see what they do, like how much they focus on Gordon, even though it looks like it's a Gordon show. How much are we going to see of Bruce? How much are we going to see a little Poison Ivy, little Cat? It's like a whole bunch of mini-me's. Young Penguin, young Riddler. Like, how is this all? Would they ever, if this is so successful, in 2 or 3 years, I'm just spouting out theories, would they ever consider aging Bruce, or is he always going to be 10 years old?
I don't
Batman
think so.
TV series.
I don't think so. I think.
And then bring Arrow on.
No.
And then this would be great.
No.
Justice League.
This is going to be self-contained.
Right.
Right out the bat, they
Right.
said this has nothing to do with the cinematic universe.
Right.
This is not going to cross over with Arrow.
Which is great with Warner Brothers, and I mean, it's good and bad. Their cinematic universe kind of sucks right now, or compared to Marvel, it's not as good, but they can do whatever they want. Arrow can do whatever they want.
Yeah.
This show can do whatever it wants.
Yeah, I consider this more of like an alternate reality type of series.
Right.
And some people got upset, because I heard some complaints, like some purists are like, oh, these characters aren't that old, and they weren't around when Batman was here. I don't care.
It's the comic book world. They change things all the time.
Exactly. Some of my favorite comic book series are alternate universes.
Oh, yeah.
Like a
The
Kingdom
stories,
Come.
Yeah.
Whatchamacallit? Red Sun, Old Man Logan, like all these things that are alternate universes that don't have to be connected or tied to what is considered canon.
Yeah, hopefully people will just have fun with the show and enjoy it for what. I hope it's more like Arrow, where they just like the preview, just throw a bunch of people in there and just have a good time with it, just have fun.
I think so. My only concern, is more of the episodic versus a big story arc, and maybe they will start off a little episodic at first.
Yeah, like a mystery here, mystery there.
Yeah,
but with so many villains, they have to kind of bring it all together.
And then eventually get into something bigger. Right. But I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'm excited for it.
Especially because it looks like, even you take away the name Gotham, you take away all the connection to, let's say, the Batman universe, it still looks like a good crime drama.
Yeah.
And so if they can just weave in the comic book aspects in it.
It's even got the Colonel from The Wire.
Yeah.
It's got one of the actors from The Wire in there. So yeah, hopefully, it's good.
All right, guys. So let us know what you thought of the trailer for Gotham. Are you looking forward to the series? Are you upset that it doesn't follow exactly what the comic books are? Or are you okay with that? You can post your comments below on the website, thinkhero.com, or on our YouTube channel, Think Hero Pro. Make sure to subscribe to that.
You can also come find all of us on Twitter, Dennis, Michael, myself, at Think Hero. Let us know what you think of all these new comic book shows. We got Marvel working on their Daredevil stuff over on Netflix. We have Gotham coming out for Fox. We have Arrow on the CW. Marvel Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. on ABC. All these great shows to talk about. Well, depending on which ones you like. all these shows to talk about. Like I said, we're at Think Hero, and I'm at Griffin DE.
We also have a Facebook page. That's facebook.com/ThinkHeroFans. And make sure you like that page and share our videos on Twitter, Facebook, and all that stuff.